Hey again. This is a different part of the lake. I've just moved around a bit. I'm under a tree which is dripping water, but it's not as bad as being out in the rain. All the honking you can hear is from a major flock of Canadian geese that kind of arrived during COVID lockdown. I'll swing you around. See, there's a bunch of them over there too. It's quite bizarre. You usually see a couple of them down here, but not like this. I don't know where they've come from. They keep circling over our house because we don't live far from here, because as I explained in the earlier one, this is part of our ward boundary. But they keep flying over our house and you can hear them. As you can hear them now, they talk to each other, quite vocal. Good communicators. Something to learn from. So we're in Alma 26, and as I said, I had to pick two scriptures from this entire chapter because it is like one of my favorites, probably the most, apart from a chapter in Moroni, I think this is the one that gives me the most strength and the most upliftment to keep going, the most I don't know, goodness to my soul. How's that? But we're going to be in verse 16, and this is because Ammon's like singing the Lord's praises, and his brothers say, isn't that kind of boasting, isn't that showing off a little? And Ammon's like, oh, absolutely it's not, and let me tell you why it's not. And then goes on to expound through the rest of that verse why it's not. And that in verse 16, he says, therefore let us glory, yea, we will glory in the Lord, yea, we will rejoice, for our joy is full. Yea, we will praise our God forever. Behold, who can glory too much in the Lord? Yea, who can say too much of his great power, and of his mercy and his long suffering towards the children of men? Behold, I say unto you, I cannot say the smallest part which I feel. And I echo that sentiment when I'm talking about Jesus Christ and the experiences I've had and what I've been through. I don't have words to describe the joy, the amount of goodness that I can just credit Jesus Christ with. So, who can glory too much in the Lord? You can't. Yeah. Who can say too much of his goodness, mercy and kindness? 11, 12 and 14 are really good because that kind of leads up to it. 11 I love is, he absolutely credits Jesus Christ with everything that he does. I do not boast in my own strength. And I do the same thing, because anything I'm able to do, like today has been a super hard morning for me. This is kind of in the afternoon. I haven't even had lunch yet. Super hard. And I'm like, I know this is not just for me, this is for everybody. I just saw before I came out checking Instagram post that Kelly Reid had turned up to her orthodontist, realizing that she was completely filthy from moving house. So, we all have these days where it's just like, ugh. And so anything that I'm able to do, and I'm sure she would say the same thing. I'd love to meet her one day. She was supposed to come out for Time Out Foreman this year, but got cancelled due to COVID. So come next year, Kelly, okay? But yeah, it's not me that has the strength to come and do this videoing. It's not me that has the strength to teach Institute. It's not me that has the strength to do anything in my life. It is all Jesus Christ. I do not boast of anything to do with me. And he goes on in verse 12, and I say the same thing. He says, yea, I know that I am nothing. As to my strength, I am weak. And as if it was just me, I would be weak. And yet I am strong because of the Lord. So I said, if you don't read anything else this week because you're super busy and it's a crazy week, please read Alma 26 and just soak it in. It's goodness right there. What can you do to show praise and love for the Lord's goodness today? I wasn't going to do this. I was like, I'm going to wait till tomorrow, and then I'm like, then I'll put it off till Monday, and then it'll just be too late. So, I'm glad I came out and do it. It's terrible weather, and it's just nowhere to sit that's not dry, and I'm getting wet, and my scriptures are getting wet, but I love it. And what am I doing to show the goodness today? I'm coming out and I'm doing this, and I'm trying to show you that there's goodness in everything, because being out here with it, as I said, even though it's bad weather, this is a place I feel complete joy, and I'll get to that later. I came down here in the first place. You have to wait for that one. But that's that one. Okay, I'm gonna swing around and do it from the other angle because there's not many places I can go around here that it isn't you know, raining on. Okay, I keep saying that, I'm sorry, but it is, it's wet. Okay, see you in a bit.